I just want to make this video about how a lot of older people feel when they're getting close to retirement. So here I am at the dog park with my companion dog. I just wanted to talk about hopelessness that a lot of people feel when they get older. I know for me, retirement is nothing like I thought it would be, or getting close to retirement age. It's ending up being a period of uncertainty about even being able to live properly, let alone finding somewhere to live. So it might be okay for a percentage of well-off people, but for a lot of us it's actually turning out to be quite the nightmare. And then there's the situation where people tend to ignore you, I've noticed. So everywhere I walk, if I'm waiting to get served, I'm generally one of the last people to get served now if there's a line of people. Or if I'm walking around in busy areas, people are usually looking down because they actually don't want to make eye contact with me because they don't want to communicate with me, I guess. Nowhere is more evident of this than Bunnings. So Bunnings is a hardware chain store over here, and hardware stores over here used to be manned by hardware professionals. So now they're manned by teenagers, generally female, who actually haven't got a clue about hardware. And whenever I want to get assistance, they see me coming looking for assistance and they quickly walk the other way. So basically they avoid you. So it's the worst customer service ever. So it's got to the stage, generally I need to do my research on the internet at home to work out what I want, and then I have to work out what aisle these things are in because it takes me so long to chase somebody, and half the time they don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just easy to just do it myself, which begs the question, why are there even staff there? And why are people supporting that type of infrastructure that only supports teenagers and sells cheap imported rubbish that only lasts a few years? So a lot of the time I'll get these little anxiety or panic attacks, wondering about what the future's going to bring for me and my wife. If we even got a future at all. It really does look bleak. And I'm not even really looking for work either at the moment. I'm just trying to make my own business. I'm just not interested. I guess maybe you can call that depression. Really not even interested in looking for work. Plus my dog is a companion dog, so I really need to get a work at home job with him now. On the plus side of things, I have booked an assessment for him in about a month's time to see if he's going to be a suitable assistance dog. What is an assistance dog? That's an animal that you can actually take with you in public areas. So I can take him in shopping malls and on trains, buses, planes. I'm not sure about hospitals. And I can't get refused. So apparently if I have a dog that's suitable, it doesn't take too much training to kick it off and give me access. So that's going to open my world a whole lot more, being able to take him everywhere, because he is sort of restricting me a little bit, and it is a pain leaving him tied up outside whenever I have to go to the shop. because I run the risk of, I've had a few incidents with children bothering him, and because he is a Belgian Shepherd, I don't want, he could inflict quite a good bite if he wanted to. He hasn't, but the potential is there. So if some children are pestering him enough, and he does bite them, you know whose fault it's going to be? It's going to be my fault. And then they'll probably put the dog down too, so I don't want that to happen. So to apply for an assistance dog, you actually need to have some sort of disability. So I've played the mental health card. So I just told the doctor I feel depressed and I got anxiety and I need to have a companion with me all the time. So that was how I got the medical certificate for that. So I hope this is useful, and because I always wondered why older people tend not to talk a lot with people generally. You know, a lot of older people are quite silent, they just go about their business. So I'm starting to realise why, because after years of putting up with his ageism and people avoiding me like the plague and just not making eye contact or not even wanting to communicate with me, I sort of got to the stage where I couldn't care either. So I'm not particularly interested in communicating with people either now. I mean, this is generally, there are some very nice people out there, but the majority, no, they couldn't give a shit about you. And they're not interested in you, which is fine. So I'm in the reality now where I feel like I'm in a world that I don't belong to. It's just sort of passing me by and I'm just doing my own thing, and I'm not part of what's happening in the world now, and they're not a part of what's happening to me now. Plus, I suppose it probably doesn't help that I completely ignore all the news that's going on lately, because it's generally all the same stuff. Politics, people getting murdered, and propaganda, so I don't even listen to it anymore. Well, I hope this video was useful to somebody, and I filmed this on my phone, so the quality might not be good, so hoping it is. Ciao.